Hey everybody, welcome to Dade City Motocross. The sun is blasting me in the face right now because it's nearing the end of the day, but we're here for the Sunshine State Vintage Motocross race. This is round 3 of the series. We did round 2 at Tampa, had a great time, so I want to continue with the championship and try to make as many races as I can because it was just a lot of fun. So Dade City is a track that we've been at before with Renan. You might remember, if you're a fan or subscriber of my channel, his mic'd up video from Dade City. If not, I'll link it right up there in that top corner. And that's a good one to watch because it's really funny. He's basically commentating his way around the track from his view on his Pee Wee 50. So that was a lot of fun, and I always wanted to come back here with my bike because the track looked really cool. And it's a classic motocross track in Florida. It's been around forever, so definitely one of my highlights, one of my tracks that I wanted to come to. So we're here for the weekend. Did a practice today. It was a pretty challenging, tough track. It was pretty loose. There was a good amount of sand out there, and jumps were pretty rounded on the top, so there wasn't much pop on them. Which was good for the vintage bikes, and I don't really need to be sailing through the air too far on them anyways, but challenging track. So they're grooming it tonight, right now actually, and we're walking on a section back here that's not being used. They are cutting it off, and Renan's calling me, so let's go see what he's doing now. Go! I was going to race 2 classes tomorrow, the vintage 76 through 80 C class like I did in Tampa, and also the no jump class just to get some more time on the bike. However, with how tired I got today from my sessions out here, I'm just going to do the vintage class, so I'm not going to do the no jump. And hopefully there's enough Pee Wees that show up so Renan can have a race too. So the layout for the track is a little bit different for this weekend. I'm standing on the back section here, and as you can see, it's kind of difficult to understand what's going on and where the track's going. But the main part of the track, which is what Renan last raced, is I guess the short track, and that's up there by that building up front. That's the registration building, and that's where the start-finish line is. And where that bulldozer is up there is also the short track. So that's kind of a more contained track. And then they have this extended version in the back here. And this is the layout that we're running this weekend. And it's really kind of soft back here. And the big vintage bikes, you know, sometimes don't like the sand. But this is really kind of my first time on a track that's sandy with the bike. So it's going to be a challenging race, to say the least, because it was a challenging practice. And I don't know how Renan got around this track on the Pee Wee this morning. So he did 3 sessions of Pee Wee practice this morning, and it was like 65s, 85s, and maybe a 50 or 2. He was the only Pee Wee out here, and he was a trooper because he tackled this track. He didn't even fall once, and it's just, the sand was pretty deep. I don't know, sometimes the bike almost came all the way to a stop because the sand was so deep and so soft. So anyways, I was pretty proud of him for how he rode this morning. Hey, so show us what the dirt's like here. Grab a handful of that dirt and show it to the camera. So what do you got? What kind of dirt?
This is mud. Yep. And this is dirt. This is mud.
So, do you think this would be a good track to ride if it was muddy? Yeah. So that's how it is when it's wet, and this is how it is when it's dry. Yeah. It's like sugar, huh? Yep. Yeah, and that's good. Okay.
You want me to jump for you, Daddy?
You made it! So the part we're on back here is like the full version of the extended track, but I think what they did is the vintage group coordinator got with the track maintenance crew, and they cut out a section of the extended track because the vintage bikes, it's just sometimes asking a lot. And this is kind of feels like I'm walking on sand, so it is really soft, and it would be pretty tough to try to make it all the way around this full version of Dade City. So anyways, we got like a regular full course that has bypass in it. I think that's what's going on, but it was fun. It flows pretty good, and the old bikes did okay, so looking forward to racing it tomorrow. Okay, we're at Dade City for the Sunshine State Vintage Motocross round 3. Last round was at Tampa. This round is at Dade City. It's a lot chillier. It's like high 40s in Florida. See the kids got their big jackets on, so it's a little bit chilly out, which is good for the horsepower of the bikes, but bad for me being a Florida guy now. So we'll hope it warms up a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're heading over to the drivers meeting, or the riders meeting. Used to saying drivers from race cars. And we're gonna go see what's planned for the day. Okay, so they did a little bit of track grooming yesterday after practice, which is good. Yeah, it looks really nice, doesn't it? It got pretty rough yesterday during the practice because the modern bikes out there were roosting and creating some big ruts and lots of braking bumps. So they groomed everything, and hopefully it's a little bit smoother for the vintage bikes, which I'm sure it will be. But either way, it was fun with it rough. It's just I got worn out. My muscles are sore from yesterday. How'd you find it? Hold on. Here. How'd you find the track yesterday?
So yesterday is really easy. It was a little hard because we got there early and the bikes were all the way already roosting the track and like all moosey and stuff. And now that they groomed it, it's so nice that they changed some of the jumps. Like back there's like a little step down now.
Yeah, tell us about getting roosted by the Cobra.
I got one of the Cobras roosted me, and he took my wad and I had to take the other wad.
So he took your line?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, did you go on the track yesterday too?
Yeah.
Tell us about what happened to you on the track.
Me fell down and me got hurt.
You fell down and you got hurt?
Once again, we are now 3 minutes away from a rider meeting.
Hey, tell us about you getting hurt. What happened?
Me fell down on that jump.
You fell down on the way back in the track where they have the extra part of the track.
Yeah.
We were just walking around and you guys went down a big hill and you fell.
Yeah.
Is this where this dirt's from?
Yeah.
Is that how that happened?
Yeah.
Are you all better today?
Yeah.
Are you ready to ride your Stasic bike around today?
It's on these wires on right here and right here. And right there and right there and right there.
So do you think the bike is good?
Yeah.
Do you think it's ready to ride today?
Yeah, and it's right here.
Oh, okay. All right, so we just got finished up with Moto 1, actually a bit ago, and I did pretty good. I took home a win, and I had an amazing battle with an RM 125, a 79 RM 125, and that was a lot of fun, first couple of laps. And we're getting set to go for Moto 2 here. We walked around and looked at some cool bikes, checked out some cool starts, checked out the ATC three-wheeler racing, which is pretty insane itself, and looking forward to the second Moto. So I just finished up my second Moto and we did good. We took the win in Moto 2 as well as Moto 1, but it wasn't an easy victory. I had a really good battle with Denny Stevens, I believe, on a 125 RM. So it was a lot of fun. The track got really rough and really tough to ride. Deep sand, and the lines weren't there, and it was hard to pick a rut, so it was really challenging. And I had a couple of almosts in that race that you can watch on the Moto 2 video that I'll post separate. So that's it. We did good. No falls, no crashes. Bike ran good. Everybody's happy. It's another great event. So hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll probably tune in for the next one up at Gatorback in Gainesville. See you then.